What's up, y'all? In today's video, we're just gonna talk about how to grow and how to stay creative as a creative. And no, I'm not gonna throw any textbooks at you. I'm literally gonna speak to you from my personal experience and what has helped me. While all of that is going on, we're also gonna be reorganizing my current office, which is a little bit, I got some stuff in here, but it's nowhere near where I want it to be. Let's get it. Excuse this angle, it's not the best. First thing I wanted to talk about was the struggles. There are many struggles when being a creator, and that can take a big toll on our creative life and our mind in general. So mental health is important. So I guess the struggle / mental health is the first thing I wanted to talk about. For the simple fact of, if your mental health isn't good, you can't create your best work. And if you don't create your best work, nobody's gonna be able to see your best work, if that makes sense. There are a lot of things that people recommend, even traditional people recommend for mental health, but it's not the same and it doesn't always apply perfect to creatives. Now, some things that I like to do to preserve my mental health is I love reading. It can be a fiction book, it could be a nonfiction book, it could be a self-help book, anything. If you just read, it allows your mind to not even rejuvenate, but it helps you think and it helps you process things way better. Along with reading, I love to meditate. Meditation and reading are some of my two favorite things. You could also do yoga, you can go to the gym, but just finding things that work for you and your mental health that allow you to not escape, but recover your mind, body, and soul. Now, let's get back to this desk. I got my notes on my laptop. Anyways, while we're moving stuff around, let's talk about spaces. Jaden, what do you mean about spaces? I mean this as in your office. I mean as in the place where you edit your videos, the place where you spend the most time as a creative. These spaces should always be clean and to your liking. The way that your space looks and how it feels will represent you as a creative, as well as it will represent your mind. What do I mean by this? I mean, for me, my favorite space in my new house is my office. This is where I edit. This is where I create my videos. This is where I create my art. So if it gets really chaotic in here and I have stuff all over the place, I have wires that aren't where they're supposed to be, my computer dashboard is all over the place, that's how my mind will feel eventually. I won't be able to think of new ideas off the bat because I have so much other stuff around that needs to be picked up, that needs to be cleaned up, that it will limit my mind and my creativity. I do want to throw a disclaimer now. No, I'm not a therapist. No, I don't give people advice for, well, technically I do give people advice, but it's creative content. Anyway, I don't give people mental advice. This is not what I do. I'm just trying to help other creators out there who actually need my help. Anyways, besides that, I think I want to move this desk to this wall. Let me show you the wall. So this wall is where the Wi-Fi router is, which can be really helpful when transporting videos and uploading videos to whether it be to Instagram or Facebook or Dropbox or whatever, or YouTube. Having my desk and my computer right next to this will actually be a really good advantage, maybe I would call it. Now, I will eventually get a bigger desk because I have a gigantic monitor, so I need literally not twice as long, but way longer. Another bad angle. Actually, let me stop making excuses. Let me get y'all something. Another thing that really helped me as a creator is structure. Structure. A lot of times as a creative, I know I was a really big oh man, I'm gonna just go with the flow, or whatever happens today happens. If I happen to create something today, I'll create it. If I don't, I don't. It is what it is. But when I really found structure in my life and I was really okay, I'll record at this time, I'll have these parameters set in place, that will really help you as a creative. creative. Now, I've tested like a lot of apps to help me out as a creative, anything from my to-do list to planning out future courses, future ebooks, stuff like that. And I will say my favorite two is an app called Craft and an app called Notion. Now, these two apps basically do the exact same thing. Notion is more complicated and have a bigger learning gap than Craft does. So I've currently switched over to Craft, but it's a cleaner interface, and the way that it's organized just helps you out more, because who wants, especially as a creative, who wants to try to learn a whole new app just to write down their to-do list? That literally takes a bigger toll on our life than a lot of other stuff does. Now, I think next step, I'm gonna put up my posters and then I'll set up my wires. Yes, I have my posters up with tape. Quick little commercial break. Have you ever wanted to join a community full of creators that literally learn, grow, and get better at their skills every single day? As well as you get to edit with me on live, and you get to see how I set up videos like this or my Instagram videos. Well, you are in luck. I am in the midst of building an entire community that literally supports each other every single day, share content ideas, share content strategies, share ways to just better yourselves as creators. If you are interested in this community, definitely hit the link in the bio. If not, it's okay. You can just continue to be in this community. Anyways, back to the regularly scheduled programming. Now, even if you aren't a super spiritual person or a super religious person, this will still apply to you, I promise. You've probably heard some version of this, but this is my version, okay? No, I'm not a super religious person, but you have to believe in a higher power. I say that because that higher power provides you with structure, faith, and belief. And you need all of these things to be a creator, especially if you want to become a full-time creator and literally do this as a job. Now, along with that, you have to embody your future self. Meaning, even little things throughout the day, you have to think about, okay, the person that I want to be in the next 5 years, what are they doing? How are they thinking? What books are they reading? What time are they getting up in the morning? What are they dressing like? And you literally start to embody that person today. So me, like, what type of content does Future Jaden create? Future Jaden creates this type of content that is surrounded around helping other creators, content that is surrounded around community, that is community-based, that is support-based. I just got a Facebook message. Anyways, he creates this type of content. So why not now, Jaden, create Future Jaden's content and become Future Jaden? It's pretty trippy at first, but definitely do your research and just think about it, okay? Give yourself time to think, which brings me to one of my last points. Remember to take breaks. Nothing good has ever come from grinding, no rest whatsoever. Make sure to give yourself at least a day out of a week, and if not a full day, give yourself a couple hours out of a singular day in the week and just take a break. Just be with yourself. Just go on a walk outside. Go pet your dog or something. Just breathe, clean up your space, and give yourself the break that you need. Now, just to rewind a little bit, when I was talking about reading books earlier and that really helping generate ideas, here's the book I'm currently reading. It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. The book is essentially around creating habits and how to get rid of bad habits and replace them with new ones. And little tactics to do in your everyday life that a lot of people wouldn't think about that really transforms your day-to-day. Now, to kind of wrap up this video, I just want to say that growing and staying creative as a creative isn't easy. It can be very hard, especially when you have to look within yourself to be able to grow. But the last tip that I really want to give you is be open. Jaden, what do you mean by be open? Be open to receive, be open to new thoughts, be open to new forms of creativity. Yes, I get it, you make music, but this person over here that paints might really inspire your next album. Or me as a content creator, just because that person makes cinematic films doesn't mean that that film won't inspire your next YouTube video or your next Instagram reel. It's just looking for creative outlets anywhere, looking for peaceful outlets anywhere, looking for growth anywhere can really propel you as a creative. I promise you that. Nevertheless, here is the current setup right now. I can do a little B-roll, little thing for you if you want me to. No, it's not perfect. No, it's not exactly how I want it to be, but you got to start somewhere. So with that being said, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope you got some good value out of this video. I hope this video inspires you. Anyways, y'all have an amazing day. Also, make sure you subscribe and watch this video if you want to learn 5 tips to help you make better iPhone content. I will see y'all on the flip side. Thank me later.